Happy Pride, it's Dammit Maury from KISS 92.5's Roz and Mocha Show and City News. So you're a young person, you're coming out, but you're not getting the love and support you're needing from home. Where do you go? Well, in downtown Toronto, there are tons of places you can go. For example, the 519. But if you're growing up north of the city, like Tress and Jason in Rexdale, Ontario, where do you go? Well, they turn to Rex Pride, which is exactly that, a safe place, a group where you can get together, have discussions, talk, and relate to people your age.
Rex Pride is that space. If you know when people put the triangle on the wall and you go into it and you think safe space, that is Rex Pride for Rexdale. Being able to find other people that live in your community that identify in all different ways in which you do is very, very important. Rex Pride puts you back in Rexdale, like it's your community, and you feel that because you can see everyone that you just talked to go back to that same community that you're from.
How does it make you feel? There are people in your family that are not okay with who you are. How does that make you feel?
At first, it was like one of those things I thought about, but it was also because at the same time I thought that nobody felt that I deserved the kind of love that I felt from mine. I was essentially deemed as less by everybody. For me, I thought like I was the one who was flawed. So for the longest time, that was my belief. And since I believed and held on to that so long and so strong, I can see why they do as well.
The hardest thing about coming out for my parents was acknowledging the fact that, oh, there's no one to blame. There's nothing that they can really fixate on and say, this is what it was.
What was your biggest fear?
Homelessness, financial stability, being kind of ostracized from my community was a big one.
My generation, when I came out, there was absolutely nothing. There wasn't even, law that they had to have GSAs.
In 1998, when Terrence Rodriguez came out, there was no one for him to turn to or no place to go and feel welcome around people just like him. He founded Rex Pride in 2012 to give youth that safe place he never had. What is the most rewarding thing for you when you meet with these youth and you talk to them and you're giving them the love that they're obviously missing at home?
You can never really predict because people are so diverse and there's so many layers to each person, right? So you have to work through each one individually. But when you get through that, and after a year or so, you start to see some progress. And in the end, it's just like, wow, okay, you're doing great, you're more confident, you're making goals for yourself, you're achieving them.
For anyone watching that might be in the same situation and who is a parent that is having a hard time accepting their child, what would you say?
I like to tell them to zoom into the one thing that does matter. The child is alive and well and happy and loved. It's going to be confusing, it is going to be difficult. It still beats the idea of not knowing if your child is okay, if they're all right, if they're loved, and if they're happy. As long as you have those things, you've done your job as a parent.
Is love not love?
Love is love. Love is love.